In a valley in Sumatra, there lived a farmer named Toba. He was a diligent farmer, but unfortunately, his harvest was not always bountiful, and he often went hungry. Because of his hunger, Toba went fishing in the river. He waited a long time and became desperate. When Toba was just about to go home, suddenly something tugged on his fishing line. Toba was excited and started reeling in his fishing line.
"Wow, that's a big fish,"
said Toba. Sure enough, at the end of the line was a large gold scaly fish. Toba immediately brought the fish home to cook. At home, Toba was disappointed because all of his firewood had been used up.
"Oh, there's no firewood here. I better go look for some in the fields."
Then Toba placed the fish inside the basin, while he went to the field to collect the firewood.
"I will eat well today,"
said Toba while carrying the firewood behind the house. He lit the fire, but when Toba went to take the fish, he was surprised. The fish had vanished, and instead there were pieces of gold inside the basin.
"Where's my fish? And whose gold is this?"
Then, when Toba opened the door of his room, he was surprised. There was a tall woman combing her long hair in front of a mirror.
"This woman is so beautiful. Hey, who are you?"
asked Toba. The woman turned around, and Toba was fascinated. Toba had never seen a woman as beautiful as her.
"I am the incarnation of the fish you caught earlier. The gold coins were my scales."
Toba was confused. The woman smiled.
"I am cursed by the gods to be a fish, but thanks to you, the curse is gone now. Let's go to the kitchen. I'll make you food. You must be hungry."
Toba followed her to the kitchen. Deftly, the woman immediately prepared food for Toba. Toba was amazed by the woman's brilliance in the kitchen. He said to himself,
"If only she wanted to be my wife."
Apparently, the woman could read Toba's mind.
"I want to be your wife, but I have one condition,"
said the woman. After finishing his food, Toba was shocked to hear what she said.
"Just say it. What's the condition?"
"If we get married later, never bring up my origins as a fish. I will not be the only one who suffer the consequences if you break this agreement."
Toba agreed. For him it was an easy condition. Toba and the woman finally married. Toba was working so hard in the fields to fulfill their daily needs. Then his wife became pregnant. Toba was pleased. He couldn't wait for the birth of his child. Not long after, a baby boy was born. Toba named him Samosir. Samosir grew into a naughty, lazy child. All he did was play around. Toba tried to be patient with Samosir's behavior. Whenever Toba worked in the field, Samosir didn't want to deliver the food his wife cooked for him. In the end, it was Toba's wife who delivered the food to Toba.
"My wife, you can't spoil Samosir forever. If he continues to be spoiled, it will be harder to control him."
Toba's wife smiled and said,
"Be patient, my husband. One day, Samosir will change."
"I've been patient enough with him, my wife, but my patience also has a limit."
One day, Toba's wife persuaded Samosir to take food to the fields for Toba. At first Samosir refused, but his mother continued to convince him. Finally, Samosir agreed.
Alright, Mom, I will deliver this food to Father.
But on his way, Samosir played with his friends instead. After playing, Samosir felt hungry.
Oh, I'm starving. I will eat this food.
Samosir then ate the food that was supposed to be for his father and left him only a little. In the fields, Toba couldn't wait any longer. He was starving. Moreover, he didn't have time to have breakfast because a lot of work needed to be done that day. In the distance, Samosir came running.
Where have you been, Samosir? Daddy has been waiting for you a long time.
Samosir did not answer and immediately gave him the food. Toba was surprised to find only the leftovers.
Hey, Samosir, have you eaten Daddy's food? Your behavior is out of line. You little fish, come here.
Toba was angry at Samosir, without realizing he had spoken of the restrictions his wife had previously warned him of. Toba hit Samosir until he cried loudly. Samosir then ran to the house.
Mother! Mother!
At home, Samosir told everything to his mother.
Mother! Father said that I'm the child of a fish. Is it true, Mom?
Toba's wife felt sad because Toba had brought up her origins. Then she told Samosir to run up the hill.
Samosir, quick! Run up to the hill, son, before the flood comes. Okay, Mom?
Samosir obeyed her. Immediately the sky was dark and lightning struck. A flood appeared from the river. Toba's wife suddenly jumped towards the tide and became a fish again. Toba, who was working in the fields, was shocked to see the flood coming towards him.
What's this water? Why is this happening?
He didn't have time to escape. Toba drifted and sank into the flood. Soon the surge flooded the entire valley and left only the top of the hill in the middle where Samosir was hidden. The flood had created a lake, and Samosir became an island. That is why the lake is named Lake Toba, and the island in the middle is called Samosir.